Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Angel,
Yes.
you know Salt Lake is known for some pretty good food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know why?
Uh-uh.
Because of places like From Scratch.
From scratch. Is this one of those places when you... Let me ask you something. Is this one of these places when you go and when you order something, you know that you can buy that bread at Walmart?
Negative.
Is this one of these places when you buy ketchup and they bring you like the Heinz fucking bottle?
Nope.
Tell me all about it.
So it's in the name, From Scratch.
Okay.
Everything is from scratch.
Okay.
All ingredients from scratch. And when we're talking, you go in there, you sit down, and get ready to have your mind blown. Start off with some of the fire bread that they have to offer.
Okay. I'm a sucker for bread.
Yep. You could even start with a soup and salad, right?
Soup and salad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Salad special of the day.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We could have what I love, the roasted beet salad.
You have talked about that before.
Yes, it is outstanding.
What about drinks? Do they have drinks?
Specialty beer on tap, and almost a full liquor cabinet.
I'm already sold, brother.
You like it?
Oh, I'm down.
How about food-wise? We talking some good food?
Yeah.
Right? How about a braised brisket sandwich? Ooh, yeah. How about a blue cheeseburger?
Blue cheeseburger.
Right?
You fucking serious?
A pastrami burger?
Nice.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pizzas like you wouldn't believe.
Now, I'm a Ninja Turtle at
Yes,
heart.
you are.
Do they
Yes,
have
you
pizza
are. So
too?
I knew. I knew you had it at pizza. Right?
You sold me, bro.
So,
Where are we going?
Downtown Salt Lake City.
Okay.
62 East Gallivan Avenue. For reservations and takeout, 801-961-9000.
That's 801-961-9000. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than
From Scratch.
Just keep going.
This will
Just
be
go
good
ahead.
right here.
You know what I'm really afraid of? The kidney stones.
Kidney stones. You mean Dick Bullet? Dick Bullets?
You remember that meme?
Yeah. I truly believe that's where our relationship started. Because at the time you had just been, we'd known each other for a few
We've had
years.
sex before.
Yes, we did. We fondled each other
Yeah, true.
behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But where we really started to mesh is when you were a foreman and I was your coordinator.
Yeah.
And I sent you that meme. And it was just a back and forth, and then the whole best day ever, you know what I mean? That all came into play, but
that's like an inside joke too, because when we became Facebook friends, he asked me to be friends, and then I said, of course I'll say yes to this friendship, and then he was like, best day ever, and then every single day, it's like
every once in a while we fucking bring it back up.
We send each other dick pics.
You know how they get rid of kidney stones? If they're big, back in the day, like I wouldn't say like, you can't say prehistoric, but like early 1900s or whatever. Yeah. They just used to shove a fucking stick and break those motherfuckers up through your dick hole.
Can you look up what makes
calcium deposits?
Yeah, but from
soda pop.
I'm good.
Yeah. What are you doing? Is Diet Coke? Soda pop's bad. And
soda pop. Damn.
Look, it's got a chick. She's all, oh. You would think right there, she's like, I'm having cramps. But bitch, you got kidney stones. Look at that.
It's your period.
Kidney stones, as stones move through your, I can't read it. It's too fucking.
Where are you?
Uterus? Well, I don't have a uterus, so. Kidney stone causes right there.
Dude, if everything, and also I didn't, for some reason I didn't know that that ladies can get it too.
Oh yeah.
For some reason I thought it was
just a guy.
Maybe because of the dick bullets. Yeah. I'm like, well, ladies don't have dicks.
But you know how they do it now? Instead of shoving look at that thing.
You got big that fucking dude. Yo, that's bigger than your hole.
Well, that kidney stone would be fucking, it's got something to teach you. You want to think it's bigger than your hole. Check this out, bud. Look at that. Oh, that's a pill.
That's a pill. That's my Viagra, dude.
We've been taking pills the completely wrong way. Ooh, look at those ones. Those look like mushrooms right there.
Oh, dude, that looks like fucking...
But you know how they do it?
That looks like chip paint for my truck.
You know how they do it now? They put you, and I know this. Yeah, they suck it really hard. They don't break it. They just suck it now. You're allowed to get kidney stones every once in a while now. But
I just heard a fucking King and the Sting today, and Theo Vaughn. You know, Theo's fucking. He's a goat. You know how they show pictures of people, they say something.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to it. Theo Vaughn goes, "Man, that guy looks like he can give you a blowjob with his butthole."
with his butthole, yeah.
How did I fucking spit coke everywhere? Coke, you know, because I want kidney stones, dick
right.
bullets. Anyway,
They put you in a bath, and they send sonic waves through the water, and it breaks up the kidney stones. And then you still have to piss them out.
so it's but still painful then.
It's not as painful. Like
Oh.
what
Oh,
gets
but then I'm
painful
good.
is when you can't fucking get them through because they're so big. But passing stones are still painful as fuck. It's something coming out of your dick, and they're probably not smooth. You know, they sharp edges or whatever.
How fucked up it is though, because when everything else comes out of your dick, it feels good.
True. Unless it's blood, that's bad too. I don't know if that hurts, but
Yeah, does that hurt? Does that burn?
I've never peed blood. I've shit a lot of blood in my days,
yeah. Welcome to the club,
but I've never pissed blood.
dude. Speaking of shit, I don't know why, but I've been shitting so much lately.
What kind of shit? Solid ones or soft ones? Or water?
They're just like a mixture in between, like maybe like little pebbles.
like soft serve.
Like so, if
Little pebbles, huh? Hard little pebbles.
But if you heard it, you're like, dude, that guy needs to go see a doctor. But like if you see it, it's like they're just like little chips.
you know why?
Why?
Not drinking enough water
But it's all I drink though.
all day long.
Well, I do have coffee in the mornings because it's
That's okay.
because I work in Antarctica.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's water is all I have.
So you do drink a good amount of water.
Yeah.
Gallon a day.
Probably 2 little bottles.
Well, the little ones.
the ones that give you a concert. So like,
Yeah.
you're done. No, dude. This time I did take my pills though.
Did
I
you?
was like, oh yeah.
Oh, good man. No, they say like if they're hard little pebbles, you need to be drinking more water. It's weird because
hard little pebble. You want me to?
it's weird because if you have the shits diarrhea,
Yeah.
I mean you're talking to an expert here.
Yeah,
I mean,
true,
fuck.
true.
But if you have diarrhea, you drink a lot of water to harden it up. If it's too hard, you drink a lot of water.
Because I was thinking like, is it like because I've been taking prepared meals
You're eating healthier.
with meat, so I'm eating
Right.
healthy. Like I'm like sometimes I'm not even like I have like the wife literally made me soup so I can take, and then I take like low carb soup and shit. Like so I ate that like a couple times, and then she sends me with like chicken and pork and vegetables. I mean all kinds of shit. So I'm eating a lot better than here. And another thing that helps is like when I'm on a diet here and I get to go home. Then I open the fridge and I get to see everything I can't eat.
Yeah.
And then I open the cabinet and there's all the shit that I can't eat. There, it's like everything is, you want to eat that, or that, everything is diet.
Yeah, but are you eating a lot of fiber? Because fiber is a good way to combat the hard shits too.
I don't know what it is, but. And then we talked about this, I don't really want to shit in the job site because it's freezing. Yo, the last today was a good day. Like it wasn't
It
cold
was
at all.
nice today, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And then yesterday wasn't bad either.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's tomorrow's supposed to be nice. Sunday's supposed to be nice. And I think last I checked, next week we're supposed to finally get a little bit of snow. But it changes every day. I looked at it yesterday. It was like 3 days of like hard fucking heavy snow. Then I looked at it this morning, 1 day.
Yeah.
And then before I came here, I looked at it again. Now there's 2 days.
60%.
Yeah, it's like I want to be a weatherman.
Yeah.
Fuck,
no shit.
man. Yeah. Sorry, I was wrong again.
If you're wrong, you're like, boy, change his mind.
Yeah. I can't. What do you want me to control the weather?
You want me to call you every 5
Yeah,
minutes?
fuck.
Dude, on my way here, I want to drop some names so you can remember. On my way here, I ended up driving right behind me there was a truck, and I could recognize the truck, and I'm like, I wonder who this guy is. He passes me, waves at me. I'm like, hey, what's up? I still don't know who the fuck he is. I passed him again, and it's good old Harvey.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so he's driving his son's truck, the one that was a welder truck.
Okay, yeah.
So he was driving that truck. We're going on the canyon, and then all of a sudden I see my windshield, and it's got like this black drops everywhere, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And we were going in and out of like wet sections of road. So I was like, it's not like mud that he's spraying, or whatever. And I didn't think any of it. Then I get closer, and then I get worse. And I'm like, so I make a Snapchat and send it to his son. And I said, yo, your old truck is like spitting oil anywhere. Next thing I know, we get out of the canyon, and then he pulls over. And so I pulled over just to be like, yo, what the fuck? Because I figured that his son told him and says, hey, I think you're spilling. I get out of my truck, and the side of the driver's side of his truck is black. Like from the front tire all the way to the bed. Just completely black. Full of fucking oil. And I'm like, well, that's the problem. He opens the hood, and he's like, hey, I just worked on this, and I think it's this, and I think it's that. So I was like, what the fuck is... Oh, I was like, what was that? And so then we waited until his son got out. So the reason why he didn't answer is because he was in the canyon, so he didn't get any service. So then he gets out, and then we basically... By then, it was like Steve-O was there, the guy who drives Steve-O. One of the bosses pulled over, and we were all talking and bullshit, and was sucking each other off. Steve-O was there, so I, made out with him. And then as soon as the sun came up, like his son, we were like, all right, well, that's your problem. See you guys. Yeah. We just all took off. I forgot to text him and be
Did
like...
you ever figure out what it was?
It was one of the... I guess they found it. It was like he had like two little pieces of like it looked like two little radiators on the front. Mm-hmm. Does oil go in the radiator?
No, it's coolant.
Okay, but then it wasn't that. So it was two hoses that go in.
Could be an oil cooler. Yes.
There you go. That's
Small
what it was.
oil
Because then he
cooler.
pulled it out.
Yeah.
And then he ended up blowing on one side, and you can see bubbles. And it's like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
that. But the funniest thing was, so obviously, there's oil everywhere. So he's like, God damn it. He goes in, and then he looks off the road, and there's napkins and toilet papers and shit, right?
Okay.
He grabs this bunch of toilet paper that is thrown on the side of the road. And he grabs it. And he didn't know that I watched. But as he's coming up the road again, he looks at it, and there's a skin mark like that big.
Fuck yeah.
A skid mark, I meant. And you all right, B?
Yeah, just listen. I'm just listening to what you're saying.
See how serious he was, dude. And all I saw him was like he obviously broke it in half and then threw that one away, but he didn't think that nobody was watching.
Right.
He comes up, and I'm standing there, and I am in tears. I'm laughing so hard, and he's like, "Oh, did you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's cleaning his fucking, and then he's cleaning up, but like he's cleaning his hands, and then he's like, "Do I have oil on my shit?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I shouldn't. Imagine if you didn't notice that. You just grab a shitty toilet paper and go, "Do I have oil on my face?" And you just spreading that mud.
Trucker shit, man. Trucker skid marks is what that was. Did he find a jug of apple juice next to it?
I kind of chew.
Yeah, fuck. There's nothing other than hobo shit. What's worse than trucker shit?
Imagine that. You're sitting on your butt all day long. 2 hours, dude. And I'm like, I'm like, how do you drive? Do you drive? Obviously, nobody drives straight. We all drive gay. So are you like this, like leaning on this side, or you're like this?
Yes. Elbow on this one, left hand on top of the steering wheel.
Let me ask you something. When you do that, and then once you get tired, you move to the other side. And you see that little hole of your elbow on your
Yeah,
dash. Does
I've
it bother you?
ruined the
Oh,
pad.
it bothers the fuck
Yeah,
out of me.
in fact, I've looked up how much it is to just replace that little spot, and it's funny because everyone I've seen used, they all have that elbow spot.
Yeah.
Where it's all cracked. Yeah, my truck's the same way. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. And it wasn't that way when I bought it, so I know it's because of me. But you know that issue he's having with his truck, I know a guy that could fix that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah? Who's
Yeah.
that?
Shout out to Zamora Services.
Zamora Services.
Up in West Ogden, if you need anything worked on,
Yeah.
this guy's got a full-on shop built, licensed.
Shout out to the Hall.
Yeah, shout out to a good guy, Hav. He'll get you taken care of.
during the week, too.
I'm going to throw his number out there if anybody needs anything. 801-682-1461. Zamora Services. Give him a shout out. He'll take care
Yeah.
of you. Yeah.
I've seen the
He's
truck.
got a lift. I mean, he's legit. So,
I've seen the photos of on his Facebook. He's all set up.
yeah, I mean, he's taken cars and completely rebuilt them. The frame down. The dude knows his shit. So, give him a shout out if you need anything. 801-682-1461. Zamora Services. You owe me $100 for that, by the way, bud.
Starting a local business. So let's support.
Support local businesses, especially from a good dude.
How was your week, dude?
I had to start going into the office again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So they're starting the training for the year. Mm-hmm. So we bring in everybody. We do like just like you guys have your company too. We've got a driving program we have to go through every year. So they're doing that. So the guy that runs it, he doesn't have a key to get into the building. They only let certain people have keys to get into the building, and I just happen to have a key. So like, you need to get in? Justin will be there. And the word is, well, Justin hasn't been there for months. He'll be there.
He'll be there.
So yeah, I got to drive in, let people in. And
Yeah.
So I've spent some time at the office. It's quiet there. Not a lot going on there. It's because nobody's working from there either. So, no, it's been nice to get in the rhythm of getting in, waking up, getting dressed, driving.
Yeah, like getting dressed is fucking overrated.
It is, yeah, because for the last 3 or 4 months, I've been sitting in my underwear,
Yeah.
working from home. So
Brian, you still do the home thing?
Yeah, I probably dress like put on jeans
This is like the only thing you do in the week that you have to dress for?
for this, and then the Twitch stuff, and that's about it. And I usually wear sweatpants to that because you can't see my bottom half there either. So.
Yo, Triple B over here reached a milestone on Sunday for his DJ thing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
The level 5 hype train. Yes,
He's
it was
on-
my very
dude-
first hype train.
I keep so is the Mixed Syndicate, is that what it is?
Mixed Syndicate, yes.
And it's like DJs all over the place?
all over the world. The one that opened for me on the raid party
Sunday?
was in France,
holy shit!
and then some of them are in New York, New Mexico, Philadelphia, California.
I thought they were all here.
Nope.
And then there's this lady that starts talking to me and says, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, what do you mean?
You said Mexico. She goes, what part of New Mexico?
What part of New Mexico?
No, I'm like, Mexico.
You know, Albuquerque.
No, she is like the best at what's called mods.
Yeah.
Her and Caramel, DJ Caramel and Miss Bishop are like some of the best mods for the Mix Syndicate.
All this lingo that they have, I have no idea. They're sending each other's TDs.
Biddies.
Which is what?
I was like, what? what are you talking about?
What is that?
Biddies. So it's like online currency.
Yeah, we
So,
talked about this last
yeah.
time.
Is that
100 biddies is like $1.
is that a little button I have on the side?
Yeah, the little diamond button.
It says like plus 50 or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just keep sending. I'm like, fuck.
No.
That's
That's
see, I'm
channel,
not doing anything.
That's channel points. And so now that I'm affiliated, I can put things in there like.
So this whole time I haven't helped.
Well, no, you've accumulated channel points, which then you can redeem to make me do ridiculous shit.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah, like hey,
like a
take your hat
helicopter.
off, take a shot.
Sniff your fingers.
Like a helicopter. Shout out to hip hop.
Yeah. you know,
And then Thursday, I was like, "Are you playing?" He goes, "I think so," and then he didn't. I'm like,
I couldn't. I
was my
needed a
fucking-
nap. I
that
needed
was
a
my
nap.
dude. I can't sleep. I just cannot sleep.
Yeah.
But you joined the Tuesday bounce, roll, and skate party.
Oh yeah, with
That was-
E-Flex.
With E-Flex.
If
So that was
that
fun.
if that TV loses the internet,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucked. Yesterday I went to bed early, and early being 10 o'clock, and
That's
I'm like,
normal time for me,
Yeah.
bud.
well, it's early for me, but I'm like, I purposely turned the light off, and I turned my night light on, ding 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 spins and shit, so I can see stars and shit. I'm supposed to go to sleep. But then I put the
My fucking daughter has one of those to get her to go to sleep.
so I put the podcast on YouTube, and that puts me to sleep.
Ours
So it so happens
puts me to sleep too.
It so happens that I know I'm trying to stay awake. I'm just kidding. It so happens that the internet's a piece of shit, so it keeps pausing, and then the whole screen goes dark.
Oh,
and now,
shit.
And now I'm like, someone's gonna come out of behind the curtains and finger me.
Rate me.
Yeah. So it's me trying to, like, I'm slowly going into fucking sleep mode, and then now I'm reaching out for where is the remote so I can change it, see if I can go from YouTube to Netflix. But then the TV is like, you dumbass, still, I still have to run through the
Yeah,
internet.
still need
You know
the
what I mean?
internet,
I'm like,
bud.
fuck. So then it goes 11, 11:30, 12,
Holy shit.
and I'm just like, well, I gotta wake up in 5 hours. So
Do you stress about things that you shouldn't stress about, and then you can't sleep
yeah,
because of that? So Thursday night, Wednesday night, I knew, because something came in at work and it was kind of a last minute deal, and me being the one that had to schedule that week, I knew that I had to pull a rabbit out of my ass and figure out how I was going to get the crew to make this job happen. Everybody, other than probably maybe 20, 25 people out of the 300 people that I have to deal with, are all laid off. I had to make phone calls to get people to come off unemployment and come in and work for one day and then not work again that week. I started my day that next day, and I'm getting to this because I laid awake in bed just thinking about it all fucking night. 10 o'clock, I went to bed. Midnight, I woke up and was just in a panic, like, who am I going to call? What am I going to do? I stayed up all night to the point where 3:30, I told the wife, I'm like, I got to get up.
Yeah.
I've got to go upstairs. I got to watch TV. I got to do something because I'm just laying here.
yeah,
But that next day, I called 85 people before I found 6 people
Jesus Christ,
that I could get to come into work. And when they explained to me, like, if you're on unemployment, you can work so many hours and it doesn't affect your unemployment.
Yeah.
So in theory, if you work that one day and you only work one day, you get that pay plus your whole unemployment.
Yeah.
So it's better to work one day a week. I get told these guys are making $800 a week on unemployment. So everybody, I shit you not, when I've got a list, motherfuckers, I got a list of the people that ignored my phone calls, and I'm going to remember that shit, and never called me back, but I probably wouldn't have woke up, or I wouldn't have come to work either. If I'm making that much, I don't make that much.
Yeah.
On the 40 hours that they're only allowing me to work.
Yeah.
So it blows my mind. But yeah, dude, I stress like a motherfucker. I made it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I have something going on in the next day or so that it kills me, because I'll just sit and stress and I won't go to sleep. Normally I don't have a problem sleeping.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what it is with me. I don't
I'll
know.
send you the Groupon for the CBDs to help you
Oh,
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you take this?
I think
CBD
so.
gummies?
I'm pretty sure you can, but that shit still worries me about taking that and failing a drug test. I don't
Yeah.
care what they say. THC free, and then I read the back of the bottle. I'm like, it says point.
You take one and you read the back of the. You're high.
Yeah, no, and it says legally it can have this much THC. So it's still THC in it. Now, probably not enough to fail a drug test, but what if you're taking it every day?
Yeah.
I don't get the whole thing. The whole CBD thing scares me. In fact, your brother-in-law sold me on some CBD stuff just a while ago.
Straight from Colombia, yeah.
And I was taking it until I read the back of the bottle, and it said that it did contain some THC, a legal amount to be sold in the United States. And it got me thinking. Now I start getting online because everybody's a doctor online. No, I failed a drug test because of fucking yada yada, and I've never had.
If you fail a drug test, you eat too many poppy seeds.
They've got that licked. That's actually not true anymore.
Well,
Is it, dude? I work with the guy. I know I've mentioned this before. I used to play with a guy who was a pothead, and he said, "I have never failed a drug test." And apparently, you do the middle of your stream.
They say
you go
that
pee?
they say that the THC is heavy, so it's in the first part of your urine. So they say you have a better chance of beating it if you piss first, count to like 3 or 4, then take it, and then pull it out and finish. Because they say when you put it right under,
Buzz nuts. Yeah.
that the THC is more concentrated at the beginning of your urine, and that's true.
I had a guy I worked with that he would carry around synthetic urine with a heat pack because he smoked so much weed that if he ever got popped for a drug test, he had to have it on him.
I know
at all
someone's
times.
gonna heat up our JSY case this week.
Probably.
I hope so. Hit up the JSY case.
No, I know it's coming.
But it's funny that it's...
But I hear
also knew-
those CBD gummies for sleep are amazing.
I also
I'm afraid
knew-
it's going to kill me.
I also knew
Wow.
a guy that put it in his sock.
Yeah.
He had
Yep.
it.
And
I've heard
a
of
heat
that
pack
too.
to keep it warm. That was when my friend kept it in his shoe.
I've also heard the stories of 7-Eleven has signs on their microwaves, do not heat up urine in our microwaves, because people would go in there because they didn't have a heater or whatever. They had to go take a drug test. They would heat it up and they would explode. Yeah.
That just sounds like you're putting too much time on that microwave.
Yeah, you need to slow that roll
It's
down. a little
7-Eleven like the Arctic Circle of fucking gas stations.
bit. Basically.
Right?
The come and go.
It used to be a fuck. Oh, just go to the Seth, and I was like, yeah. Now it's like, let's go to Maverick.
Right. They are kind of losing a step, aren't they?
Right.
But there's a Maverick across the street from a Maverick down on Redwood Road in North Salt Lake. There's legit a Maverick on the west side and a Maverick on the east side, and they're both running.
They have the
both
same thing
been
on
that way.
90th South right off
Yeah,
I-15. They have a Maverick on
Where?
90th.
Yeah,
90
that's what I
South
was
and
gonna say.
I-15, yeah.
Yeah.
They're everywhere now. They got a grip hold now. I don't know if that's everywhere, but here in Utah,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
that 7-Eleven pizza is pretty delicious.
Dude, I will admit, no. You know what? If it's
I've had it, but
fresh,
I just don't know how people can.
If it's fresh, you get it. It's
You
legit.
walk
It's
up that
pretty
pie,
good.
you take the pie out of the freezer and you walk it up and go, here, can you cook this? And they make it in there.
Yeah, and then they put it on the microwave. It's full of piss.
True.
No, it's
I'll
like
vouch.
a,
I'll
it's
vouch
like a
for the
convection
pizza.
oven.
I will vouch for the pizza.
The pizza is delicious. It's better than Little Caesar's $5 pizza.
So fucking hungry right now, dude.
Yeah, we should.
Yo, speaking of Little Caesars, I went to so on the way.
Speaking of Little Caesars, we never mentioned Little Caesars, but yeah, go ahead.
He
No,
said
I
it.
just did. I said it.
Oh,
It's better than
I
Little
didn't hear
Caesar's
you. I'm
$5.
sorry. Yeah.
7-Eleven $5 pizza is better
Speaking
than
of-
Little Caesar's $5 pizza.
Speaking of $5, no, I drove in on Sunday, and I'm like, I need to put nasty food in my mouth, right? So I went and got Little Caesar. Shout out sponsors.
Whole pizza.
And so the box ended up helping me to like put food on top of it.
Oh yeah.
So like I sit on it, like there's a foldable chair they gave me, and so I sit in front of the bed, and then I put the box, and then I put my soup on top of it.
Smart thinking.
You know,
thinking.
I'm a fucking entrepreneur over here. The motherfuckers didn't clean the room though.
Well, you said they told you that they didn't want to clean the room due to COVID.
But what I found out today was because I went back and I said, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm coming either Sunday or Monday." I said, "Can I please have someone?" It says the same fucking chicks, and I said, "Can I please have someone go and at least give me another roll of toilet paper because I shit 3 times a day." And
Did you tell her?
no. and they're like, "Oh yeah, they didn't." I'm like, "No, they didn't." And also, I left like $6 tip.
Oh, you did leave a tip?
last
man.
week,
Yeah.
and you know what your boy said? I'm like, I left a $20 bill last week, and no one went and got it, and she was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." So and then I said, I'm like, "Sorry, this time I don't have cash, but I mean, I'll take care of them, but I really need. What else do you need?" I'm like, "Well, obviously, when I go in, I have a little mud on my boots, so I'm like, well, the floor's a little muddy, but it's like either that or I walk in fucking like,
You tell me you give him 40 for a happy ending?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh no, no. I thought you said did you? I'm like, no. But it's like, can you fucking who? Oh, and then she's writing it down, right? And she goes, "Oh, you need us to take the garbage out." I'm like, "No, I did that too."
I did your job.
I'm like, "Can I have more bags, by the way?"
Back at the end of it, I took the $6 and put it in my pocket for my tip for doing your job, lady.
But that's what he was, because.
Well, they're not going to clean that room until you're gone.
No, so apparently what they're doing now is like they clean it every 10 days. So that's why the first week they were like, I don't know about that. But now she's like, "No, I'm writing it down. I'm calling somebody right now." I'm like, "Leave the dildos there. I'll wash them." And then they're like, "All right." But I don't leave anything though, because for all I know, I'm not going to go back.
Right.
Next thing I know, something happens. Like, "Oh, you need to go." But you know what the weirdest thing is? I'm not digging.
You don't dig it?
Like with like with my what do you call it? My
hypertension?
No.
Small penis?
No, yeah, but also
Gaped
my
asshole?
with I want to call it my fame, but it's not fame. What is it called? With my
Jesus Christ.
No, with my god damn it fucking word. Anyway, a lot of people know that I'm a digger, or a digger.
I'm glad
you know what I mean?
Digger. Because I went, the record went.
I think it's pronounced digger. But no, but I
don't make me edit anything on this episode. Jesus.
No, but so we're tagging along with another crew, and that crew has an operator. So what? I'm just holding pipe for a welder, and I'm like, "This is what you guys want me to do?" I'm like, "Well, that's fine. As long as I'm warm, I can hold this like pieces of pipe that you can hold like this, because we'll do an 8-inch.
Oh yeah, it's a little shit. Huh?
Big old fucking machine.
Nice.
But
well, I'm glad you're famous down there too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. At least you're not the other guy. Inside
You
joke.
want to go there?
Inside joke. Inside joke from the other guy. The Ryan Dunkelman of fucking podcasting.
we talked about this last week.
We
too.
did, and it only goes to show after what we heard. If anybody wants to know what I'm talking about, hit us up. It only goes to show that I was right.
Let's just say another podcast didn't know what Justin's name was.
Yeah.
Then they called him the other guy.
The
other guy of the Beehive.
The other guy from the other side of the Beehive.
Dude, I really need to fucking.
Put some oil. Put some oil in that shit. I know a place where you can get some oil.
Oh yeah.
Zamora Services. West Ogden. 801-682-1461. Now you owe me $200. Don't ever give me shit again.
Dude, speaking of shout outs, so our friend, now we're going to make him famous again. Our friend, Quinn, he got a hold of me, and he was like, he was going ice fishing, and I'm like, I wonder if I should do that for content. Going ice fishing for the first time.
Yes. Yeah. That would be great.
You know what? Another thing he said, he was like, "Hey, when you have a chance, I'll take you shooting." I'm like,
Oh, nice.
I already have the mask. I figured we can go to a small bank. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do they have a bank in Mighton?
Yeah, but they only carry $20.
Yeah, there's not much. It's not worth, it's
Like
not worth
delivery drivers
robbing.
at Domino's. They only carry $20.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide.
I robbed the bank, and they were like, "Isn't that the guy from that shitty ass room?"
Yeah. I think that's Angel, not the other guy. That's Angel.
Hey, didn't I give you free coffee the other day at my other job?
Can you imagine?
And I cleaned his room.
Can you imagine the same lady, dude? There's only one lady in that town. Oh wait, she's the one who gave me the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
That's great.
She never gave me another free coffee.
Oh, now she's charging
I
up.
appreciate it, but it's
Yeah, his words welcome.
Speaking of that, oh dude, I'm about to fucking shit on this. Nah, I should. If you know this podcast, you should. There's another lady that works in that place.
Which place?
In this gas station that I go
Oh,
to.
okay. We're talking the gas station now.
Yeah. She has long nails. Like
Long nails?
long nails.
Now, are they done or are they?
No. They're grown.
Oh, you're making me sick already, man. They're yellow. Oh, I'm sorry to fucking beat your story, dude.
No, you're saying it, not me.
Oh man,
Dude, it's like if she hadn't polished, it'll be different.
yeah.
But they're just grown ass nails, and she has to give me my change.
Oh, I would say keep the change, ma'am.
And so
You obviously need that more than I do.
and so as soon as I get into the truck, my hands are like, yeah, we're gonna need some sanitizer
They're
before we do
screaming.
anything else. I jump back in my truck is like, yeah, we'd rather have oil poured on top of
Yeah,
us.
fuck. Ugh. That makes me gag, dude. Because if she's doing that, her toenails
Oh, dude.
have got to be fuck. Oh, when she
No,
does,
but-
she can tap dance around the fucking
talk about-
store.
But talk about it though. Like, I mean, if you not talk about it, think about it. If she's managing money
Oh, they're filthy.
and she has those long ass
Yeah,
nails,
they gotta have what?
I mean,
they
shout
say,
out, dude. They both look at me. They're like, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?" They're like, "Hey, nice." But dude,
because money's
sorry,
filthy.
ladies. I love you, ladies.
Money's
but
filthy.
Jesus, when I go there and I know she's helping me, I just can't look away. I'm just like,
Are you still in the 20th century? You don't have a debit card. You just run that shit. You don't get change.
but I it's just cash that I had. That's another thing though. I hate swiping the card for $1.
I don't.
I fucking
don't.
hate
That's
it.
their
do.
problem.
Because, no.
That's
It's
their
not,
problem.
it's not for them. It's for me. Because what happens is sometimes when I go into a gas station, it seems like it registers that I went to the gas stations, but like when I go to my bank, so it registers that I went to the place, but it doesn't tell me how much I spent until like a day and a half. So it only shows $1. And when I do my own
Finances.
mental finances.
I'm the guy in the picture in the meme with all the people in the back have hundreds and dollar bills out, and I'm holding my debit card. I'm like, yeah.
No, I mean
Cashier.
I use cards.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't used cash. The only time I get cash is when I pay rent here.
I drove by the bank on my way over here, and I saw the line outside, and I was just like, I am so glad that everything is direct deposit, auto draft.
Yep.
Hey,
I don't
Yep.
ever have to deal with. I haven't been in a bank in years.
again, I use my card just as well. It's just I had cash, might as well use the cash.
If you got the cash, get
for
rid of it,
spending
right?
for spending $1.35.
No, I got you.
But so $1. So this is how it starts. $1.35 every time I get my coffee, right? When I go there Monday morning, let's say I have a $5 bill,
Yeah.
and I got 5 on it. Shut up, hip
I
hop.
got 5 on it.
And
I think that's a different thing. No,
and then they break it to me, then I have that much money, and then as I go Monday, Tuesday, I got the coins.
Right.
So then now, now I'm like that dickhead, that dickless guy that just go, 35? I go 25, 30, 31, 32.
Pocket land, an M&M, a little condom.
It's like everything for you not to touch my hand.
Right. And if it's 6 or 7 cents, you'll keep it. I don't need it. Put it in that little dish that give a penny, take a penny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Everybody's got one, dude.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
I should buy gloves when I go there, so I just put that one on and be like, thank you.
You know what? Because you're a construction guy, you could put your gloves on and nobody would even think anything different.
Yeah. I'll manage. It's just, I can't look away, dude. It's like,
Has it been the pandemic that's freaked you out a little bit more?
no.
Now or you always been
it's not even
way?
that. Because if she had, like, if they were paying it, I'd be like, yeah. Like, I do pay attention to, like ladies' hands. Mm-hmm. You know? But just seeing those claws coming at me.
Those velociraptor fucking hands right there. And they're probably, I mean, how old's this lady?
Late, probably early 50s.
Oh, so Freddy Krueger,
Maybe late 40s. It's like, I'm missing a nickel. She's like, oh. Stuck in a nail, dude.
It's stuck in her Snoop Dogg pinky nail.
You think those are Coke nails?
Oh, dude.
Remember when you see those?
Yeah.
For the longest time.
The longest pinky nail.
I had the guts to ask a guy one time, I'm like, how do you walk around with a Coke spoon all the time? And the record went, brrr. He's all, I play guitar, motherfucker. And he
Makes
picks
sense.
with it. So I was like, my bad.
I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'll shut up. He's all, now anyway.
You want one of these lines or not?
Yeah.
Do you chew your nails? Is that a yes?
Absolutely.
I do too.
Absolutely. I know it's the most disgusting habit. And me being a germ freak, I do it and I don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Now, do I put, it's been known here, I wash my hands 50 times a day. And when I do it, I go like this with the other ones.
He's like,
and
I
dig
know
in
this
there.
is going in my mouth.
Yeah. So I really get in there, but unfortunately, yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Fucking,
I hate it.
And it's out of maybe it's a nervous habit I have, but
Yeah.
absolutely, I chew my fucking.
I go ahead.
Here's the question: when you're biting them, are you
Oh yeah.
spitting them out?
Oh yeah.
So I'll get it. And I'll get it to the point where I can grab half of it and I can rip it off.
Yeah.
That way I can chuck it.
Yeah.
Do you pile them up and chuck them all at once, or do you chuck them out individually?
I chuck them out individually.
Do you?
I'm out. I don't chew on my fingernails.
Unless, so the ones that I do, this is so weird. I don't know how gross you want to get. Like when I cut my toenails, I do pile them up and then throw them away.
Me too.
And then throw them away.
Yeah, me too.
But this motherfucker, and it's so fucked up because my dad's, my uncle, my dad's brother, he has the tiniest little fucking nails. Which when you're an adult and you have a nail this big, you're like, but you have a solid size.
Yeah,
they're not
well-
like that. Like some people have the pinky toe that it's not like the nail is not
There's
existent.
nothing there.
It's just like
The
what?
toe is taking over the fucking toenail itself.
It's like when people's like, I gotta cut my toenails. You're like, oh, you mean all 8 of them? But, so he has like tiny nails, and he's a grown ass man.
Oh.
He's in his 60s or whatever. And then every time that comes to like we start talking about the subject, and I said, no, I do chew my nails. My mom is like, you're gonna end up like your uncle so and so.
You don't chew your nails, you bite your nails.
yeah, that's another
'Cause
thing,
To
though.
chew on it would be you would put it in your mouth and chew around on it.
Which I've done, but
That-
that's for another.
Motherfucker.
That's for
Never
like-
kissing you
like-
ever again.
like some people say, that's for another podcast. Oh, that's been driving me nuts so much lately.
That's for another podcast?
Yeah, that's for another episode. But no, no. But it's like I fucking lost it with the fucking chewing and biting.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. So, pet peeve, and I'm gonna call her out on this one.
Ooh, he said, call her out. Call her daddy.
The wife she'll cut the kids' fingernails, right?
Okay.
And toenails. Mm-hmm. She does it in one specific area of the house, and she does it every time. And we've talked about this, so she knows what's coming right now. You know when you clip nails, it's not like they collect in a fucking, it's not like it's a paper punch where they go inside the fucking, that's what I need to create is a fucking a tool that keeps them fuckers, and then you open it up and empty them out.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
They'll fly.
Oh, yeah.
But it seems like the area she does it concentrates to it bouncing off the fucking shower curtain or the wall, and it falls right in front of the toilet. So I'll go to the bathroom, and I'll be sitting down doing my business, and I'll look down, and there's fingernails all over the fucking floor. And I'll tell her, clean up the goddamn
nails.
I'll bitch about it. And then she comes up, well, you fucking do it then. I'm like, no, I'm not cutting the kids' fucking fingernails. So there have been times.
Go on the patio and
there have been times where because I grab my clothes, you take your phone in the morning, gather my clothes. I walk to the bathroom. I don't turn the light on in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I sit down, do my business, and then I'll get up and I'll put my socks on. And I'll be like, what in the fuck? I'll take my sock. My foot's got a fucking toenail or a fingernail sitting on the bottom of it. And you know me.
Love you guys.
Yeah. So.
No, what I was going to say is like sometimes I let them grow, and then I actually grab a nail clipper and like make him square and make him all nice and shit. It's like, oh, they're gonna grow and be like, dude, but
it doesn't
you're
matter.
a worker. Like, and I actually have like in my my bunch of keys that I take to work that I look like a
You have
fucking
a fingernail clipper with you?
Yeah.
Oh, very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart.
I have that.
Use it instead of chewing on them.
I have that just in case, because how many times? Let me ask you this: how many times you have put a glove on?
And it's snagged.
And that little piece of nail that is on the sides of your nail
Oh, yeah. The
gets
hangnail.
stuck.
Yes.
And dude, it's so painful.
I got one worse for you. Where I started my work career, we've talked about it on the podcast, I used to pick vegetables. Mm-hmm. Now, a machine, a tractor with a big machine on the back of it, would pick up the carrots, put them onto a conveyor. The conveyor would spit them into the back of another tractor. They would bring them in, and then they would bring us kids in there, 14 years old. Oh, child labor laws, like a motherfucker here. They would come down the conveyor belt. They would clean them, and they would shake them. They put them into different levels. And as you're standing there, you would grade them. Grade them as you pick out the shitty ones, right? Bag the good ones, right? If you, I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but grabbed onto something and the carrots would get shoved up inside your fingernails. If they were too long, it would catch onto it, and the carrot would actually go inside your fingernails to where you would grab the end of it and pull it, and it would bleed like a motherfucker. I think that's what started gotta cut them goddamn nails. But, painful as fuck. And
You know what?
And it doesn't go away because you got to stand there for another 10 hours grading and shit. And I mean, there's probably so many people out there that ate those salads and ate my DNA from that fucking blood that was dripping on those. Fuck. Never, I don't even know if it's still around anymore, but never eat a Condi salad from fucking 1994 to 1997.
Yeah, some people are like throwing him away right now.
Oh, shit.
I was saving this. What a dickhead. Yeah, you know what I also do? I do cuticles.
I've never had that problem.
Really?
Mine never go
You got
over.
like Ninja Turtle hands?
I do. They're
Big old fat fucking nails.
they're like
square.
perfect, and they just.
Yeah, I do have that. And I have to once again my clipper has the little fucking thing on the inside. I just go,
Yeah.
but obviously while while I'm doing it, it's. I mean, if I'm doing it, it's because I have a little time to chill. But if you see me from far away, you just literally see me going. And you're like, what is wrong with this guy?
I hear he has a podcast. Don't worry about him.
You're that guy. This is like, I ask him, did you listen to podcasts?
Yes. Did you hear what I said? When I listened to his conversation, you didn't read the. We'll talk about it later. Remind me. I commented on your guys' conversation. Yeah. Who was that guy? You don't have to say names, but do you work with him?
So the guy that asked,
You were talking to.
yeah, I work with him.
Oh, okay.
He was like, I didn't know it was gonna give me such a long ass. I'm like, dude, it was just yes or no.
Yeah.
That's it.
He gave you a pipeline or
Yeah.
answer.
He's
That's
like,
all I
well,
can say.
I'm not really. Wait, actually, they already know about the podcast, so I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to that guy. Great fucking guy.
Can't wait to see you Tuesday, bud.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude.
Yo, I got some sad news.
Oh, yeah?
I have a couple of things that are sad.
Oh yeah. Put them in my mouth.
So, longtime listeners will know this one.
Yeah.
I've talked about a few of my heroes,
Yeah.
right? Down the line. We had a podcast where we had a gentleman, shout out to Eric,
Yeah.
where we went to a fight. Mm-hmm. And I so happened to meet one of my heroes that night, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember? Pat Militich. Now, a couple of times on this podcast, we talked about it like, oh, I couldn't believe that I met him.
Yeah.
About a year later, we talked about, well, he just got a DUI. Kind of a sad story.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we don't get political about this in this podcast, but we're going to talk about this matter. Pat Militich was one of the guys that was down at the riot.
Really?
Down at the Capitol, or supporting the riot
yeah.
at the Capitol, and has since been let go by LFA fighting because of his role in the Capitol riot.
In the matter.
So, kind of sad.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, you gotta frame that pitch.
he's a huge conspiracy guy and as right as they come, you know, and he was down there with them, and kind of a bad deal, but he's been let go, so sad deal. Sad story number one.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Before, again, I'm not trying to get political here. What was the idea of going?
Well, obviously
To redo everything, or
no, to do what everybody else has been doing for the last 4 years. You know, there's a lot of people that don't agree with the president.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends on what side you stand on, and it doesn't matter here.
Yeah.
I would be fair to say both me and you kind of stand right in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have our opinions, but we don't talk about that. But I think it was to let the people know, let the nation know that we don't really agree with. I'm not saying they don't agree with the way the outcome was. Now say what you will about what happened or what you believe happened.
There was a guy that I know that you, when I tell you later, obviously you're gonna say, oh, okay. But he went and posted some photos on Facebook.
Oh, really?
But his thing said, yeah, as soon as it got bad, we took we left.
Yeah,
and I just, dude, I was this close to say, yo, you motherfucker, you started it and you turned around and walked away, you little pussy. But
my question is how the most secured area in the country.
That's what's weird.
It wasn't that secure.
But that's what I'm coming to is how did they get in there? Let's be honest.
They were prepared for 2 people or 5 people, but not.
I don't even think that
10,000.
I don't even think
or
that
1,000.
I think that there was, again, not to get too political, but
This is the last thing we're going to talk about.
This is it, but they let those doors open.
Oh yeah.
There's people that got in there. Now there was some guns. But unfortunately, a cop and that poor lady, that lost her life, and Shout out to her family and everybody. That's a horrible situation, but how do you get in there? How the fuck do you get in there? Anyway,
next sad.
Next sad thing.
This is how a real podcast kills the fucking political shit. Oh, anyway.
The end of an era has come to this year.
Yeah.
Siegfried died.
Yeah, dude.
Siegfried died, 81 years old. Good run.
Yeah.
Now, earlier, his partner passed away from
Were
corona.
they together, though?
Roy, lifelong.
No, I mean, I'm sure they were checking each other's oil.
Lifelong partners. They lived together.
Okay.
They were partners.
No, I knew that they were flavor guys, but I just figured that they have their own.
I'm pretty sure that they lived together in the Las
they
Vegas
were-
compound.
yeah.
Ballers. We're talking Las Vegas fucking names. I mean, you
Yeah.
can put them up there with fucking, what's the other guy? Shane.
Newton.
Yeah.
Wayne Newton.
I mean,
Wayne Newton.
a huge part of Vegas
Yeah.
throughout the fucking 70s or the 80s and 90s. Obviously, the tiger mauling and all that stuff. But Roy died earlier of coronavirus complications at 75.
Was it
And
Corona?
then, yeah, it was Corona that killed him.
Corona?
Yep. They'll look it up. 81 years old. Good run.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he lived that long fucking with tigers
Yeah, no
every
shit,
day,
dude.
but
Wait, who's the one that got fucked up?
it was Roy. It was the one that died of Corona
Yeah,
complications.
Well, I guess we give Chris Angel the throne.
Do you think he'll go down as one of the
Chris Angel?
Las Vegas?
Chris Angel?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a show there for some time, but I don't think he's like the big name.
But I think Copperfield's there too, isn't he?
I think he has a stint where he goes in and out.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
But to have when you went to Vegas, early 2000s,
Like the
90s,
fucking-
you saw that banner that had those guys laying next to each other with
Yeah.
that fucking tiger. You went to go see that shit,
yeah.
and you went to go see Wayne Newton or back in the day.
They have this place when you walk
Was it?
in.
Roy Horn died in April 28, 2020. He tested positive for COVID-19 and was getting treatment and then passed away.
Yeah, of course I know my flamboyant boys.
Yeah,
Come
there you
on.
go.
Shout out, dude. Well, no Siegfried, no Roy, no fucking Joe Exotic. Where are we gonna
Did
put this
Siegfried
baby?
die of COVID too?
No, cancer.
Cancer. Ooh.
Yeah, cancer.
So
I don't know what kind of cancer it was, but yeah, cancer.
Well,
What are we gonna do with these tigers now, dude?
We need a guest next week.
we love. What is it? What was that song? Because you love. Oh my
maybe we can put him in the Jabberwocky show.
Yo,
or
how about I put Brian onto Chin.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And so I sent him all because Chin has this thing where now he puts in his stories like new equipment and shit like that. So I just put him into, hey, tell me what we need to get you, bro. But
And I texted him back and said, y'all can't afford that.
but also, Chin sings like a motherfucker.
One of the, other than the guy that sings for Journey,
Yeah.
one of the most outstanding Asian individuals with he's got a voice of an angel.
Yeah, so
Good
I
old
sent
Chin.
him a couple of videos and he goes, oh, by the way, Chin also does this. He texted me back and said, well, you won't make me sing, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like, I won't sing.
Y'all don't want those problems.
Talented dude.
Yeah,
Talented
Very
dude.
talented guy.
So when I went and
Didn't you
saw
say that he's huge,
when
too?
I went and saw Shab, the first time he came to Utah, he was with Chin. And Chin came out, and we're talking from here to the TV away. He sat, and when he stood up, all of 6'3".
You got wet.
He's huge Asian. Yeah, very big Asian, and not a lot of Asians are big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This dude's huge, nice guy.
So
Was really
fucking
cool.
talented.
So
I wish he came with Shop last time, though.
yeah.
Because since everybody was on the merch booth, are we going to go to this next one?
I'm going.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to get tickets like ASAP before
Yeah.
they're gone. Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
I'm excited for that one. I'm excited that Dre's excited about it.
Yeah.
so we can all go as guys' night.
I think that there's a misunderstanding when I say I don't fuck with him. It's just like I never got into his podcast.
No, I there was never a misunderstanding. I knew what you meant. Like he just wasn't your
The videos that he does on Instagram, they're fucking on point
Right.
and hilarious.
I think what I respect about him the most is, and we talked about this, is his work ethic.
Yeah.
And the money he turned down because he knew he was going to be bigger
Yeah.
and bigger and bigger, and then bam, it paid off.
Yeah.
He put it all on the line, and shout out to anybody that does that works hard, that knows what they're worth, and then it all pays off for him. He's huge
Yeah,
now.
because I never been into his podcast. Like I don't listen to it. I never seen him live either.
His comedy he's awkward, and that's what I like about it. He's very awkward, and it's good shit.
He was with he came up with Whitney Cummings, and he was talking to his girl, but she was off camera, and she sounds sexy.
You haven't seen her though?
She cute?
I have no idea.
So when he I think they were gonna take, there's one on his Instagram, there was one story or one photo or one video that when they were gonna take a photo, but her on purposely was having the picture by her face, so you don't get to see her.
Yeah.
So would you do that thing? You're gonna piss?
Yeah. Would I do what thing?
I saw your face. If you all of a sudden were like Rogan famous, would you cover your kids like Michael Jackson style?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of how weird things are and how if you're famous, it sucks to say, but there's probably people out there that would use that against you.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably. Like, have you ever seen his Rogan's wife? Never.
You can Google her, but it's not like
But I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You would hate to give.
Would you
anybody
hang it from a balcony though?
Who? My kids? As long as they had a blanket over their head, then yeah, probably. I'm gonna be. And I would buy Neverland again.
I will fix it. Dude, you know what we were talking about? See there? Look. You know how we were talking about Eminem's daughter?
Yeah.
You know who else is beautiful? Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah, but that's not his real kid, though.
Save that picture for when he comes back. She's hot, dude. Looks like but it's not. It's not. I think he was married before too.
Yeah, this is definitely his current wife.
Yeah, for sure.
Since 2009.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there was some other wife.
You know who Bobby Lee is?
No.
You know who Carlos Mencia is?
Yes.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
There's so on you probably see him. You'll probably recognize him when you see him.
Oh, yeah, I recognize him.
So the reason why I bring this up. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you recognize him, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I bring this out is because long story turned into little tiny story. He came up. So Carlos Mencia helped him a lot during his career, right? Then there was that whole thing about Carlos Mencia. Have you seen his girlfriend?
Who, Bobby Lee?
Yeah, just type girlfriend. She is a hottie.
Is that the one?
Yeah. Kalila Kuhn or Kuhn.
Yeah, he did good for himself.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations,
Look
sir.
at that one when they're hugging. Right there. Next to it. Right next to her. Down. The one you got yeah, that one. No. The one you have your finger on. There you go.
Oh yeah, he did well for himself.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
How about Bobby Lee's girlfriend, huh? So long story into a small one. So Carlos Mencia helped Bobby Lee to basically become famous. Then there was that whole thing when Joe Rogan called out Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes, and after that, he's been gone for 14 years. So he just came back and did Bobby Lee's podcast like this week, and it was pretty cool. I told you, it's pretty. It's kind of it gets to be a little annoying because they're trying to say, hey, let me ask you a question, but Mencia's like, go and go and go and go. They start talking on top of each other. It's like, But
do you remember he's been on a few podcasts
Mencia?
Since then?
Yeah.
Since probably the last 2 years, he's been coming
That
out.
sounds good.
Does smell good, huh?
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Cleaning your nails, you can chew them.
Yes. He's been on a few podcasts, and he's been very apologetic about what he did. And the thing that I respect about him is he's owned up to what he did, and he totally has. And I never not liked him. I was never the biggest fan of him. And then as I followed Joe Rogan, have you ever seen the video? When he's calling him out? I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that he's come out and he's owned up to his mistake is good on his part.
So the thing that seemed to happen in this podcast is like he says, I don't know what I did wrong, but if I did someone wrong, I want that person to get a hold of me so I can apologize.
Yeah.
But he says, but no one has come to me and says, oh, you did this to me, or you did this to you did this to this person. Like no one has. I'm here. I'm sorry. But he also said, you know how much millions of dollars I lost? Oh, I've lost this whole thing, and he basically disappeared for 14 years.
I'm pretty sure, and maybe you can look it up. He went on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, did he really?
Within the last couple of years, I do believe so. And he was pretty. One of the guys I know for a fact he did wrong was Ari Shaffir.
Yeah.
He stole his jokes.
Yeah.
So I know there was a little bit of bitterness there. Am I wrong?
They talk a little bit about Ari, but they talk about Mencia defending Bobby.
Yeah.
Against Ari. Ari used to beat the fuck out of Bobby.
Right.
Another guy that I don't get into. Not that he's not funny. It's just.
I don't see anything that says he was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, see, I didn't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about it. I do know I listened to a podcast.
But I do see a lot of stuff where they talk about how Carlos Mencia has responded to it, and then Joe Rogan responded to it.
Yeah, but I do know that, and I can't remember what podcast it was on, and maybe I can look into it, but he was on a podcast, and it was a friend of Joe Rogan, and he manned up to it. He's like, yeah, I fucking did what I did, but, when you were pulling in. I mean, at one time he was the top of the. I mean, he had a TV show on Comedy Central.
He took over after the Dave Chappelle thing.
happened. I mean, he was huge, and
I see something here in 2019 that he responded to Joe Rogan's accusations after 10 years on a podcast. So
Yeah, but let me ask you this though: is it like? And I'm not trying to hate on Latin comedians. Not hate on him, but like the what's the little chubby one called? What's his name?
Fluffy?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, the one that I get compared to all the time by my own kids. Fuck you guys.
Hey, at least you don't look like Rudy from the fucking
Fuck you guys.
Cosby Show.
Not the older guy.
Is that you on the
other
screen?
guy,
I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck you, kid.
No, but listen. So Gabriel Iglesias, then Mencia.
Shout out to Dre.
Then Mencia and yeah, he's doing great with this aneurysm, and also Lopez.
Yeah.
George Lopez.
It's the same comedy.
Rest in peace.
George Lopez?
I'm pretty sure George Lopez is no longer with us.
I think I would have known that.
Yeah, I know.
Look it up.
We're Latin, dude. We should have gotten an email about this.
I thought.
No, he's alive. You kidding me? But anyway, look how fucking shocked he is.
Yeah, he's alive. He is almost 60 years
Who's
old.
the one that passed away? Oh, I'm thinking of Bernie Mac. Totally different. Totally different.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
continue.
but it's the same comedy. It's the same. Oh, white people do this, Latinos do this.
Beans
It's like,
and
isn't it like-
burros and
Yeah, like isn't it like?
No, I will say this for Carlos Mencia to pop off with that shit was fucking.
Yeah.
Now, could you do
At
that,
that
today?
point, yeah. At
Could you
that
do
point,
that?
yeah.
No way.
You know what he also did? That cracked me up. Like he would say, "Well, yeah," and it like hit himself with the fucking mic in his hat.
Yeah.
That was funny because you heard him go boom. But it's like I got into all of them, but then it's like it kind of gets old. It's like it's the same joke over and over again. But shout out to those guys. Hey, bring out Michael Jackson's daughter, dude. You need to see this.
I've seen it before.
I follow her on her way home.
What's her name?
Paris.
Paris. That's right. Paris.
Paris Jackson.
Paris Catherine Jackson.
So, but is it like DNA's prove that is his
Who
kid?
cares, dude?
No,
The only one that look, the only out of all of those, honestly, she kind of when they put them side by side.
she does have a resemblance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only one, look at that, dude.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one over on the top row. You know how to count, right, Brian? There you go.
Dude, is that that's Shakira, dude.
That is not Shakira. That is Paris Jackson.
The only bottom left, right here, bottom left, bottom.
Just because he dresses up like his dad.
No. Look, I
Yeah,
think
that one.
I think that's the brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Look,
the older brother.
Yeah.
Or is that Blanket?
That's Prince.
Oh, that's Prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
only-
Prince is the older,
yeah.
Paris is the middle, and Blanket is the
the
youngest.
only one that looks just like him is Blanket.
I've never even seen Blanket. I don't even know.
Look at that, dude. She's so good looking. She's of age, so I'm good. Google Blanket. What is? There you go, right there, the first one.
Yeah. Blanket is this one right here.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was a Pantera shirt. Well, I see the Metallica shirt, though.
Blanket is on the left. I don't know who the guy is
probably a
next to
nephew.
him. That's Paris, and
Oh,
then
right
on
here,
the
dude.
right.
Look, in the suit, right here. Right, yeah. That's Michael.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is Michael.
That is Michael.
Look at that nose. That's Mike. Wow, that's old school Michael right
eyebrows,
there.
huh?
Yeah, that looks just like him. Huh?
Oh, that's them. Yo, sometimes she I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Because I think she's beautiful, but sometimes she reminds me of my oldest stepdaughter.
Hit the alarm button.
Man. Yo, look at this. So they're
Yeah,
Bottom
bottom
right.
one, all the
Bottom
way to the
right.
right.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Never mind. But yeah, he looks just like him. Though.
Huh? Those kids probably never have to worry about ever getting a job.
I think Paris is doing music, which
Seems fitting.
yeah. She posts. She's got music out there. I'm like,
I bet
do
Michael.
I check it out?
I bet Michael Jackson's
Not really.
estate makes like more money than all three of us see.
So
for sure.
does Paul McCartney still own
No.
the music rights? He sold it back.
I think they
Michael
had.
bought it, did you?
I think they had a whole bunch of
when he
beef.
died. Paul McCartney bought the rights.
I think they had
Look
a whole
that
bunch
up.
of beef on that at one point, and that's what broke up the friendship between Michael and Paul. And
I thought it was after
Paul
he died.
Said, "I don't care about this beef that much. I will sell you the rights." I think is what ended up happening with the rights to Michael.
JSYK on that one, but I'm pretty sure Paul McCartney at one time owned all the rights. to
Because
the
Michael Jackson told him to
catalog.
buy rights to music, and I think Michael owned the rights to the Beatles music, which is what started the whole.
Wow.
Brian has a massive boner right now.
Well, only because I got to pee.
We can get out of here. Hey, before we go, do you?
What are we at on time?
120.
Oh, we still got some time.
Hey, before we go, remember how we were talking about like all the songs, and you're like, oh, give me a list of songs that you want or whatever.
Yeah.
You can also, I want to go from old school to newer old school, but I'm not doing like that. But can you put those songs instead of putting them on a CD? You can put them on my iPod, right? 'Cause I got an iPod still.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fancy guy over here. Yeah,
Well, because I know you can put them on a tape so I can listen to them.
Well, when I told you I'd put them on a CD for you, I was like, fuck, I gotta go buy some fucking blank CDs.
You can put them on the iPod, right?
Yeah, I can put them on the iPod.
Well, suck a dick then.
Damn, dude. We're talking CDs and iPods and Michael Jackson and
It's like this episode is gonna be called
throwback.
I love the 80s.
Yeah, throwback. Yo, big fight coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
So when this podcast gets released Monday, there's a big fight the following Saturday. So the coming up Saturday, Conor McGregor's coming back. Going to fight Dustin Poirier. This is number 2 for them. Conor knocked Dustin out in the first round. Now this is back when he was at 145 pounds. They've since then become much better fighters. This is going to be a good card, dude. Plus, the co-main event, Dan Hooker is fighting Michael Chandler. I don't know if you guys know who Michael Chandler is.
Again, I'm better with faces, but yeah.
Bellator face forever was the champion over there, and then finally came to the UFC, so we can really see what Michael Chandler's all about. I'm excited about the Conor McGregor and the Dustin
What's your
Poirier.
prediction?
I got McGregor probably finishing it in the second or third round. If it goes to a decision, I think Dustin's got the squeeze on him. But my prediction is I'm going to go McGregor, third round,
This is
TKO.
a 3-round fight, right?
This is a 5-round main event. All main events are 5 rounds.
Whether it's a title or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rather
okay.
it's a title or not.
Okay,
It's
see,
5 rounds in every. So
there
Dan
it is.
Hooker, Michael Chandler, that is the fight to watch right there. That's going to be the sleeper fight on this whole card. Dan Hooker, big guy. Michael Chandler, power fucking wrestler. Great with his hands. This is a good card, dude.
And then who cares about the chicks?
No, Jessica I
kidding.
and Joanna Calderwood. This is a number 1 contender fight right here. Great fight. The rest of those...
again, I know him because I've seen him, but I don't, if you say his name, I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Another good one, that women's strawweight fight right there on the main card, that Maria Rodriguez and Amanda Ribas. Amanda Ribas destroyed Paige Van Zandt.
Oh, on the last one?
Yeah, destroyed back. It was her last fight on her UFC
Yeah.
contract.
I remember that fight.
So this is a good card.
So what do we got? Women's strawweight?
Yeah, women's strawweight. I'm going to go Ribas by decision.
Rivas McIntyre, lightweight.
This one right here is kind of up in there. Ottman, I would probably go him. Second or third round TKO. Joanne Calderwood is going to pull out a decision over Jessica I. Jessica I is tough, but she's seen some better days lately. I'm going to go Dan Hooker with the upset over Michael Chandler. And obviously, I'm going to go McGregor. Who do I want on that main one? I want Dustin Poirier to win
so
fucking bad. I mean, great fighter, but if there was ever anybody in the UFC that you would want your kids to grow up and be, would be Dustin Poirier. Louisiana boy, good friends with Theo Vaughn. Has a foundation called The Good Fight. He sets up schools. I mean, this guy does everything for his community. Great guy. So I'm hoping that he squeaks it out. What's funny is about the fight is Conor McGregor is actually going to donate a shitload of money to his foundation.
Oh, that's nice.
They're going to open a full school for kids. Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, that's cool.
Just a great deal. So
Is it going to be Dickhead's last fight if he wins? Or
who? McGregor? No, he's in his prime right now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in his prime. So they say this fight, Dana White's come out and said this fight right here is for the number 1 contender. This guy will fight for the title, whoever wins this. Khabib has the title right now. He said he's not going to fight anymore. He's going to retire.
So how does that?
There will be a vacant title. So whoever wins this fight will fight, my opinion, either Dan Hooker or Michael Chandler for the title in the next event.
And that's next Saturday?
Next Saturday, January 23rd. Pay-per-view has gone up another $10. Pay-per-views are now $69.99 instead of the old $59.99.
We'll be watching that at your house.
Yes, we will be having the fights. So any of my friends that I'll answer your phone call if I really want you to be there. If not, then I'm sorry.
Speaking of phone calls, dickhead over here has been doing something that has been driving me absolutely insane, and that is the fact that he won't answer my fucking text. And every time someone says that, or someone does that shit to me, I start my period.
Dude, I sent you a gift. It says so sorry.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens. This is what happens when people text me. They text me when I'm supposed to be working, quotation marks with my fingers.
But if you're not working,
and I'm like, oh, I'm in a meeting. I'll respond to it in a minute, and I'll clear it so I don't see it anymore.
Yeah,
that's your problem right there.
Yeah, I clear it, and I'm like, I'll respond when I'm done with this meeting, and then the meeting gets over, and
just text me meeting, and I know,
and I forget that Angel texts me until he sends me sad emojis, crying about the fact that I didn't text him back.
Relax.
So you guys still call each other though?
No, we don't call.
No, I don't.
Just like us.
I never.
Okay.
I never call Angel ever.
I don't call people.
Okay, I got you.
You know me,
gotcha.
Justin. I send gifts back. Pretty much.
Yeah, I was watching the fucking the group that we have, like the text group. And I'm like, are we ever gonna say something in this motherfucker? It's all gifs.
Gifs or gifts, right?
Gifs, right?
It's GIF. So
yeah.
Yeah, but I know a guy named Jeff, and it's spelled GIFF.
well, you know what?
Isn't it Jeffrey or Geoffrey or something like that?
Big shout out to Jeff with the G.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that other guy.
Yeah, shout out to that other guy. He's got a service department over at Zamora Services. West Ogden.
What's the phone number?
801-682-1461. I hope.
I better check my fucking vehicle there for free now.
I hope that everybody that hears this podcast blows him the fuck up with dick pics.
Hey, let him know you heard about him on the other side of the Beehive.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, he'll give you 30% off, I promise.
Dude, it's like, you know what?
He'll check your oil for free.
It's like when So shout out to Hellbach. Hellbach throws out his number there all the time.
He does.
And I just go like, isn't that like, I get why he's doing it. And by the way, that dude Sarge is moving like light speed. By the way, in everything that he's trying to do. But when he does that, obviously we know why he's doing it. You know,
he's doing it for a good reason.
For a good reason. But I just go.
Hey, if people want my phone number, they can have it too, man. It's all.
No,
on my
no, but I
pages.
say like if you ask me like an email which he throws to,
and I've had the same phone number for 15 years.
Yeah, I've had the same number for quite some time too.
Like 15 years. The whole time I've been a DJ, I've had the same phone number.
I have the same number since I was a little girl too.
Yeah.
By the way, every time I say that, I think of my buddy Dan. Shout out to Dan. That's his joke. I'm not gonna take responsibility for it.
Do you think he made
Yeah,
that
still
up?
jokes, Carlos.
Well, no, he's the first.
Calm down, Carlos.
That's called throwback right there. And on that note,
Should we get out of here then?
yeah.
I'm gonna go eat, dude. I'm going to go eat.
So back to the throwback to the Michael Jackson. Sony owns the rights to Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
It was Michael Jackson that owned the rights to the Beatles music.
You're right.
That caused the feud.
You're right.
And after Michael's death,
Michael owned the Beatles.
he owned the Beatles. I think he gave that back to the Beatles to Paul McCartney in his will.
I don't think so. But
I remember one of the others, but I mean, there's only two surviving Beatles right now, right?
$750 million.
And one of them is the drummer. So.
Yeah, and he wasn't the drummer the whole time either.
Oh, really?
No.
There was another one?
Yeah.
Before...
He was one of the OGs.
You cut my...
Ringo? I'm sorry.
That's all right, dude.
Ringo?
Ringo.
Ringo.
Before we go, we want to give a shout out to From Scratch. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. Justin, give him the fucking address, will ya?
62 East Gallivan Avenue. That's downtown Salt Lake City. For reservations, 801-961-9000.
That's 801-961-9000.
And for takeout, 801-961-9000.
Not to get confused with
801-682-7461. Some
Wait,
more
hold
services.
I'm gonna say this because earlier you said, I'm looking at it. Earlier you said 14.
No, it's 7461.
Okay, so 801-682-7461. There you go.
Unfortunately, we don't have markers that work around this
Yeah, no
podcast
shit.
because we're scraping dollars.
And what about you, Brian? Why don't you tell people when they can find you and follow you and finger you?
Follow me on Twitch TV /DJ Bad Boy Brian. I will be on probably this weekend at least. Well, you'll hear this on Monday, so God
Yeah,
damn
but
it.
for the next one.
Yeah,
Who
for the
cares?
next one. And then Music Therapy Thursday, every Thursday, I will be on. So
Have you ever thought about getting yourself set up like that though?
not like that, but I've thought about getting some setup. I was going to talk to Justin about some stuff, but yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the other guy, not
let me-
not you.
let me
not
get out of here,
Ryan
guys, so you guys can
Seacrest
talk
of the
your
podcast
business.
world. We can talk business, B.
Anything else, you beautiful human?
I think I'm dandy.
All right, everybody. Till next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.